Some important word: special judicial magistrate, conscious as to whether High Court of Bombay, Union of India, because of the fact that pervesting caution convicted in the light held that homicidal relying upon Stamp Act inclusive terminology, immovable property, eventuality, principle of law, at any rate, could not have been interviewed in the ratio Chaturvedi pass over so as to rejoinder affidavit vehemently district judge, additional district judge, motor vehicle acts, Hindu marriage acts, intimation, assistant teacher, requirement, retirement, revenue, review, recruitment on behalf of the respondent number, division bench, date of birth, requisite, interim order, disciplinary, inquiry of officer, inquiry report. We have heard in the circumstances, controversy, written statement, writ of mandamus, writ of subsidiary, secondary education, resignation. It is further stated, it is further submitted, IPC, CRPC, Criminal Procedure Code, CPC, Allahabad High Court, Delhi High Court, impugned to this court in section facts and circumstances, rules and regulations, as much as tribunal, trial court, in accordance with law, in accordance with rule, entitled Public Service Commission, educator, education, public interest litigation, legislate, PIL, IPL, FIR, first information report, divorce, vacancies, reinstatement, retrenchment, inter alia, diploma holder, degree holder, aforesaid, setting aside, withdrawn on the ground of the case, in the case, to the case, charge sheet, contended, final order, prima facie, bona fide, written examination versus eligibility, AIR, allegation, memorandum, concealment in the said order, stay order, said order, selection committee, disciplinary injunction, aforesaid state temporary injunction, criteria, instructor, ex parte, settlement officer, execute, executive court, disciplinary proceedings. In my view, in my opinion, proclamation, fundamental rights, clarification, mandatory provision, verification. In the interest case, Honorable Supreme Court, local parties, advocate, advocate general, warranted, warrant per month, adjournment, statutory function, Indian Medical Association, Medical Council India, Metropolitan Magistrate, State Electricity Board, Chief Justice of India, election petition, specific difference of opinion, as the case may be, above mentioned, as stated above, as stated earlier, as stated before, as stated by him, as mentioned above, alleged to have been grant in aid, apart from the fact that it must be proved by means of Hindu and Muslim additional income as you like, after a whole, at any level, Food Corporation of India, due to the fact that at the relevant time, joint press conference as to why, as to what, as to when, as to how, wide order dated, as regards as, at all levels, at all events, at any rate, provident fund, mismanagement, pros and cons, legal hire. In my view, I am of the opinion, in our view, judicial review, Chief Election Commission, Chief Election Commissioner, departmental proceedings, delinquent officer, unless and until bone of contention, investigating officer, examination in chief, precaution of corruption, territorial jurisdiction, cross examination, officer in charge, learned standing counsel, learned public prosecutor, learned counsel for the plaintiff, on the basis of the facts, inherent power, landowner before the court. It is mentioned full bench, larger bench, single bench. Coming to the conclusion, on the part of the disciplinary repugnancy, discrepancy, mention ultra wires, irreparable, contrary to law, Land Reforms Act in any manner, subordinate court, suo motu, locus standi, modus operandi, ipso facto, in our consideration, permanent injunction, Indian Companies Act, plaintiff petitioner, law of estoppel, Land Acquisition Act, land acquisition officer, law of limitation, ad interim, joint family. In our consider view, joint family I have considered to the extent assistant registrar in the course of in the near future free of charge. You are in a position in such a manner within the purview of the within the meaning within the scope in all such cases here and there it cannot be said that legal practitioner a specific I should not I should be with regard to the at any stage character in connection with the special officer income tax return life insurance company it may be necessary on our part husband and wife criminal jurisdiction judgment and order dated land in dispute legal proceedings court marriage land in question writ judgment ex parte order superior authority in spite of the fact that the capital expenditure board revenue record allotment order it is well settled it is quite clear in our relation to the at all levels at the ends of this month as may be required by virtue of until and unless prior to the contrary to the on the contrary police officer police station in compliance of the PW1 PW2 IPC anonymity carried out in accordance with law in manner crosses by this court in favor of the Human Rights Commission senior division or is concerned proportionate interview intervene, sugarcane, superintendent of police, magistrate, ballistic, charge sheet. In this regard, cooperative society act, pragmatic cognizance, apparently in view of this, Zainarayan, in order to ensure as per the availability irrational postmortem report, deceased, criminal court, herein above pendency, supervisory officer, abnormal, FIR, disorder, noteworthy, confinement. It is not necessary on the next day said award. It is also not Guwahati High Court come to the conclusion kerosene oil ailment extortion workman prevented cardholders every month. It should have been unsound on account of it is submitted matrimonial separation transaction transmission judicial reform commission to the situation law commission boy and girl accustomed acquisition philosophy consciousness turbulent side by side substantial pharmaceutical compassionate cowardice horizontally kingdom moreover cancer deforestation spectator transgressed litigants legitimization electronic subconsciously disqualification unwarranted administer enshrined childhood telecommunication Hyderabad Dehradun Andhra Pradesh Assam Bhopal Shillong Tamil Nadu linguistic Pondicherry Arunachal Pradesh Nobel Prize surveillance cigarette Ayurveda servant chocolates laboratories headquarters Prithvi ballistic deployment, missile system, artificial, military, consistency, artery, communication, system, geostationary, possibility, Washington, Islamabad, embargo, sophisticate, according on this subject, emphasized, fanciful, unwarranted, establishment, sovereignty, to bring about, to some extent, jeopardized, specter, confrontation, misgiving, induction in the much better, ups and downs, categorically, prima facie, threshold, refringement, conversation, bar, bar council, emolument, trite, per se, statuous, overridden, domestic violence, land holders, decree holders, property holder, repealed, repeal, judgment, order, advocate,